Phillips Norelco is helping athletes get ready for the draft with their Phillips Norelco One Blade so the guys can look and feel their best for that draft spotlight. I'm Robin Lundberg, joined now by someone who will be in that draft spotlight, Paolo Banchero. Now, Paolo, when you look at this upcoming NBA draft, I'm assuming I know it happened to you not that long ago at a Formula One race where the announcer came up to you and asked or thought you were Patrick Mahomes. I'm assuming no NBA team has confused you for Patrick Mahomes during the lead up to the draft.
Yeah. No NBA team has messed that up, thankfully. But no, a lot of people actually have confused me with Matisse Thybulle, which is funny because we're from the same city, went to rival high schools. That's really the most common mix-up is Matisse. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes was the first, but yeah, not like you said. Thankfully, no NBA teams have gotten that wrong.
What was your reaction when that Mahomes clip went viral?
Man, it was happened so fast. Like I was at the race, enjoying the whole experience, and then all of a sudden, the reporter came up and just started asking me a bunch of questions, and I was just went along kind of with it. I didn't know it was a national broadcast or anything. So literally, as soon as I got done with the interview, probably like 20 seconds later, people were like, "Yo, you was just on TV. They thought you were Patrick Mahomes, like going crazy." And I was like, I honestly had no idea, that stuff happened. So it was a crazy experience and it happened real fast. But I mean, I guess it kind of worked out in a positive way.
Well, hopefully you can have a Patrick Mahomes level career in the NBA. That comparison, right? As far as football,
Exactly.
though, your old high school coach, who you played some quarterback for, said that you would be a first round prospect in the NFL draft if you would continue down that path. Do you agree with that assessment?
Man, football, especially quarterback, is the hardest position I feel like in sports. And so to play it at that level, I don't want to pump myself up. But, I don't know if I would have been a first round pick, but no, I was good at football though. I would say I was a high level football player, but I ain't gonna run with it and say I was just a first round pick. That I feel like that would be disrespecting. Some of the guys that got drafted or trying to get drafted to just say I'd be a first round pick. But nah, I appreciate him. Showing love. That just really speaks about how he thought of me and just how great of a coach he is. Coach Cole is a legendary coach in Washington.
When and why did you know it was basketball for you?
Why? Well, yeah, I grew really. That's really why I kind of had to give up football. I just kept growing, kept getting taller. So that's what mainly influenced my decision. And then I fell in love with basketball. Started really working at it, really getting better. And yeah, I just made the decision.
I mean, obviously, you played at Duke, and you played for Coach K for 1 year during his final season. Is there any particular one nugget of advice that he left with you that you think will help you moving toward the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, he gave me advice every day, always just dropping gems, throughout practices, games, just always, dropping knowledge. But the one thing I think stuck with me was to, always have strong faces and always have strong body language on and off the court, You don't want to show anyone weakness. You don't want to show anyone, kind of vulnerability on the court. You want to be presentable and keep a strong posture.
Now, in recent days, the odds have actually moved toward more favorably toward you being the number one pick in the draft. Is that something you've noticed and paid attention to at all?
I don't gamble or bet, so I don't pay a lot of attention to what the odds or what the bets are looking like. But I mean, they must. I don't know. I couldn't. I don't have a reason for why that's happening, but hopefully it does.
And if you are drafted number one, the Magic or whomever that is, if there's a trade, that they won't regret it. I'm assuming you're here saying.
Oh no, for sure. If I get chosen number one, they're gonna get a number one type caliber player for sure. So I'll be excited wherever I go, whether it's Orlando, Houston, OKC. They're gonna get a number one overall caliber player.
Now, we don't know if it will be any of those three teams or which of those three teams it will be. I think more specifically, but I did see that you plan to play for Italy
Yes, sir. I'm a member of the national team. I'm an Italian citizen, so yeah, that's the plan to play for Italy.
and give Team USA the business.
Yay! If we see USA, we're gonna go at them. So whether that's in the Olympics or whatever other FIBA event, we're gonna give it the best shot.
And how has Phillips Norelco gave you your best shot to be ready for the draft, at least from a look and feel wise?
Yeah, man. Nah, Phillips and Relco, the whole one blade team is really helping me get ready. I don't have a lot of facial hair, but I definitely have some areas that need some touch ups and whatever. So, for draft night, whether I'm a little nervous or anxious, I can always count on Phillips and Relco to, make sure I'm at least looking sharp, whether I'm nervous or not.